Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be a comparison on two different brow gels. I'm really excited to bring this video to you. So this is the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel, and then I also have the e.l.f. Wow Brow. So this one's 20, this one's 4. So I'm super excited to show you, kind of go through a demo and talk through these with you so that I can let you know if this one is a dupe for this one. If it is, it's huge. It's a huge price difference. It's huge savings for all of us. So if you're interested in seeing how I like these two brow gels and if they indeed compare, then just keep on watching. Alright y'all, so before I take you into descriptions for these products, I just kind of want to show you real quick. The Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel, I have had this probably for close to a year at this point, and this has been my go-to for when I want a natural look, a minimal look, when even like a no makeup look. When I'm just needing to fill in a little bit of brows, I'll go in with this. Anytime I don't use a pomade that I'm wanting to do something quick, I need to get out the door, this is what I use. It has been a staple in my makeup collection. Now, here recently I stumbled across this product. Now granted, I don't know if this is new. I would highly doubt it. It's probably been out for all this time, for a hot minute, and I just now stumbled upon it. I have been sleeping on a lot of the drugstore stuff, and quite frankly, there's, I think, a lot of good stuff out there to be tried and tested and used, but for so long, drugstore makeup for me was very hit or miss that I just got tired of trying one thing and being disappointed. Trying one thing, should I even bother returning it? Probably not. And then you kind of spend a lot of money like that, and you kind of just don't want to, it's a gamble on whether you're going to like it or not. Some people know what to select at the drugstore for it to be a hit practically every time, and I am not one of those people. So that's why high-end has really been my go-to all these years. I love having that flexibility, like Sephora or Ulta return policy, to where if I'm not happy with it, I can return it. And I think that's the same for drugstore. It's harder, man. There's nothing to test out. Like, you can't play with it, you can't touch it, you can't swatch it, all of that. So that plays a big part for me. But over the last few weeks, there have been some drugstore products that have absolutely blown my mind, the Maybelline Hyper Easy Liner being one of them. And so I thought I was going to give this a try. I thought at $4, I think I can afford to give it a try. And if it doesn't work, no biggie that $4 wasn't, I'm not out a whole lot of money. But if it works, then this is huge because that's a $16 difference, and I'm totally down for paying $4 instead of $20. So let's go ahead and go into these. We're going to go through a demo here shortly, but let me give you the descriptions for each of these so that you know what the claims are, so that you know what we're working with on these, and then we can go from there. Okay, so for the Milk Makeup Brow Gel, it does come in about 8 different shades. For reference, I am in the shade Grind, and I think it's what's considered to be, I'm trying to find it, it's the deep brown for reference. I practically have black eyebrows, even though I have like light to medium brown hair. It's really strange. So I typically go with a deep brown or dark brown product for my brows. So what this is a tinted vegan brow gel formulated with thickening, heart-shaped fibers and conditioning, hemp-derived cannabis seed oil for long-lasting fullness, shape, and definition. Do something dope for your brows. Kush Fiber Brow Gel is for anyone looking to add some oomph to their brows. It's packed with tinted, thickening, heart-shaped fibers that adhere to skin and hair for long-lasting fullness, shape, and definition. The hollow fibers are also filled with formula for another dose of volume. Hemp-derived cannabis seed oil fuses the heart-shaped fibers to brows for thickness without flaking, like a hair mask for your brows. Nourishing hemp-derived cannabis seed oil also conditions, sets, and won't cause stiffness. Now that's huge because you don't want hairspray type brows on your face. The tapered tree-shaped brush with dense, firm bristles allows you to deposit gel evenly across your brows so each hair stays put. So things to note about this product: it's made with cannabis seed oil. It is vegan. That's huge right now. I feel like that's the movement, is to make things vegan, and so definitely not tested on animals, which is also huge. Now, it is $20. It comes with 0.15 ounces of product. It does have a 6-month shelf life. So obviously I'm way past that. And that's really what we've got going on there. So now let's go ahead and move on to the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Let's see what the claims are on that. Now, when it comes to the Wow Brow, it is considered a clean product. It is cruelty-free. Again, that is huge. And I don't know why I thought e.l.f. was not cruelty-free, but it absolutely is. And it says it's a buildable, fiber-infused wax gel formula. It creates fuller-looking, voluminous brows, keeps brow hairs groomed and polished, 100% vegan, and cruelty-free. So we can definitely compare both, as, you know, they're both vegan, which is nice. A lot of times with the cheaper option, you're getting something that's either not cruelty-free or vegan. In this case, they are. Get full voluminous looking brows with the buildable fiber infused e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel. This wax gel hybrid formula adheres to brow hairs and brushes them into place while depositing hair-like fibers for fuller looking brows that wow. Proud to be 100% vegan and cruelty free worldwide, because kindness is chic. Oh, that's super cute. Okay, so the description is obviously a lot less detailed. I feel like with the Milk, you're getting all of the description about like hollow fibers, and then of course it's got the cannabis, which the e.l.f. does not have. But to me, that's not something that I was looking for in a brow gel anyways. When I bought the Milk, I was really looking for the fibers to fluff up my brows and give me that fuller kind of, but more natural look. So that being said, I do want to go into the demo right now so that you can see how each looks when I put it on. This brow right here is Milk makeup, and this brow right here is e.l.f. And so yes, I kept it on, 1 in 1. But let's go ahead and go into that piece, and then we'll come back for final thoughts. All right, y'all, I hope you found that easy and beneficial most of all. I hope it was close enough to where you could really see what the differences are or similarities that would warrant this e.l.f. product to be a dupe. So I'm just going to go right into my thoughts. You might have already formulated your thoughts and opinions based on how you saw the demo to go. So first of all, I do think the Milk gel is a little bit more tinted. There are times where there's like a little glob of product on the bristles that I don't notice, and when I'm going in, all of a sudden it deposits that onto my brow and I'm like, ah, darn it. So I have to get a spoolie and brush it out. The nice thing about it is that it brushes out so easily. Like, it's not like it just hardens there and I have a big splotch. No, I grab a spoolie and I can kind of spread out the product to where it looks even. So the e.l.f. is a little bit less pigmented, but that's that. I mean, not in any way, shape, or form anything that would be deal breaking for me, because quite frankly, this can be built up if you want added pigment, I guess you could say. But in all honesty, what that means to me is that this one's going to look slightly more natural than this one, just because this one is more tinted. As far as the fibers, I'm going to be honest with you, and I find the e.l.f. Gel to be better in the sense of fibers and fluff. And honestly, that is primarily what I loved about the Milk. It was the first of its kind, at least for me, to where I was able to kind of, I like to brush upwards, to where I was getting that fluffy brow that was all the trend, you know, what, a year, maybe not even that long ago. And so that was the first of its kind for me. This one, I feel, does it, at least on me, it's even more so. The fluffiness is just even more apparent. And so the fact that I've got slightly less pigment, or more, it's more buildable pigment, I should say, but more fluff on here, that is what makes it like even more appealing to me. I'm like, wow, I'm really getting those kind of brows that I was seeing on Instagram forever and a day. And so again, this gives it to me. It's just that now that I've experienced this, I'm like, wow, I didn't know it could be taken up to the next level. As far as longevity, I'm just going to tell you they both last equally as well. I use makeup, so I put my makeup on early in the morning and it comes off about, I don't know, 6-ish o'clock in the evening. So I've typically got my makeup on for a good 12 hours. So I give makeup I test makeup. I give it a good run for its money in testing it out and seeing if it fades, if it ends up breaking up, if it looks gross after a few hours. And honestly, both of these hold up just as well as far as my brows looking fresh, neat, tidy, in place, just as much at the end of the day as they did at the beginning of the day. So the claims, again, we've already gone over the fact this one has the cannabis seed oil and this one does not. But again, that's not something I looked for purposely when getting this. It's just something that was in the ingredients anyways. So given that this also has the little fiber hairs, and I don't know what the difference is that causes these little hairs to fluff up my brows even more, truly, I do like this one better. And I really do feel that they are very, very similar, to the point where if I did walk out of the house with one in one, the way I have it right now, I really don't think anybody would notice, which is crazy. Also, quick side note, this did have in the description that it has ingredients to help condition your brows. I don't know that I really see an improvement in the condition of my brows. Not that I've got bad brows, but it's not like I've seen any kind of difference to where I'd say I want to stick with this one because it just really improves the look of my brows. So I know that's a claim. I personally haven't seen it, and so it's not anything that I'd say I have to stick with this one and not go with this one. So as it stands today, and I've been using this for a little while now because I wanted to make sure I was giving you good information, I think this is such a dupe for this one. And quite frankly, for $16, I absolutely see myself using this one to come. Once this one is out, I probably won't repurchase because I will just keep on using the e.l.f. The way it fluffs up my brows, the way I brush up my brows and it leaves them in that position, I love that. With the Milk, I feel like my brows they don't stay up like I would like them to. They kind of fall a little bit. Like when you curl your hair and you walk out into the humidity and your curls just fall, it's a little bit like that. Not in a bad way. It's just I wish that my brows would just kind of stay up the way I brush them up, and this one keeps them up. Also, one thing I wanted to mention is that the Milk claims to not leave you with any crunchiness. That is absolutely true, but it's also true of this one. I don't find any crunchiness to my brows with the e.l.f., which is also huge because, again, you don't want crunchy hairspray type eyebrows to where, like, if you touch them, it's like, you know what I mean? So definitely just as good in this as this one in the sense of non-crunchy, just kind of regular texture. I mean, the fibers, they do add a little bit of denser texture. I find that to be the case with both, but you know, it's not like this one, because it's cheaper than this one, leaves you with crunchy brows. It doesn't. So I am absolutely floored by the fact that this is $4. I can't even believe it. You can get it at any drugstore. You can get it at Walmart, your local grocery store. e.l.f. is carried in most places. Definitely excited about this. I was so happy to be able to share this with you, and I hope you found it beneficial. All right, my friends, I hope you found this beneficial. I hope you just, it helps you decide which one is right for you, because just because it is cheaper, the e.l.f. version is cheaper, doesn't mean that that's the one that's right for you. You might say, no, the ingredients in the Milk version is what's right for me. So different things for different people, but there's always a plus when you can save a whole lot of money on purchasing a product. All right, my friends, before I let you go, I just want to give you a very quick verse of the day in an effort to encourage you and motivate you, let you know that Jesus loves you, and I certainly do too. Today's comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:11, and it says, "So encourage each other and build each other up just as you are already doing." I think it's such a beautiful thing when you can be kind to somebody, when you can encourage and build somebody up. That to me is the ultimate makeup, because the exterior, putting makeup on your face, that really does nothing. What's inside, truly, I am a firm believer that beauty on the inside just radiates into, to the outside, and truly and honestly, that is the best makeup that could ever be worn. So I just want to encourage you all to help encourage and build other people up. As you're going about your day, maybe just speak a kind word to somebody, encourage someone. I've told y'all before, you never know what kind of impact you can make to somebody's day or even somebody's life by just showing kindness. So I hope that encourages you, and I love you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.